proper spooky in here.
Hey, greetings, Starfighters. We're not the Illuminati. We're Mad Science Films. I'm Jimmy P, filmmaker, sexual astronaut, and as ever, I'm joined by my legendary co-host.
Oh, legendary. I like it. James Morrissey, one half of the Mad Science Films team. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Come follow us on Facebook as well as YouTube. And any comments, leave us in the comment section down below.
Boom. Also, guys, please check out our fourth feature film for free over on YouTube. Just search for They're a Monster or click on the link in the show notes below. Jim, what are we doing this week?
So, guys, this is another episode of Simply the Plex.
Simply the Plex.
There we go. So this is the show where we look at the free streaming service Plex and review the best movies Plex have to offer.
Yeah,
And,
also, Jim. Also, can we just note that we did do a little survey to decide what we were calling the show, and Jim's choice of Simplyplex absolutely trounced my suggestion of Plexting with no pants on. So it was, I think Jim had 12 votes. I had 3, one of which was my own. My wife voted for Jim's suggestion as well, so we're now in marriage counseling about that. So thanks, Jim.
I kept it simple, mate. It's simple title.
Special shout out though, I did like Greg Robinson, who watches the show, did give a decent recommendation, but didn't win, unfortunately, which was Plex Lies and Videotapes. So which I thought was
that was a decent.
Better than mine. But no, the people have spoken, including my wife, and they've decided Simply the Plex. So yeah, Jim, what film have you plucked from Plex to give us this week?
Oh, mate, this is a good one. This is a real good one. This is The Gate. Here we go. Ready? Synopsis time. The Gate. So kids left home alone accidentally unleash a horde of malevolent demons from a mysterious hole in their suburban backyard. And this is 1987.
1987, wow.
1987, yeah, for some reason a lot earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, this film is fantastic. This is like a warm, cozy blanket. This is like childhood memories of watching this film, just being absolutely like enthralled and just sucked into this film. It had everything which I wanted at that time, and now as an adult. We were just talking a bit before about the appreciation is still there for this film.
Mm-hmm.
I love the central characters. It's not a complex idea. It's just fun. And each character plays their part really well. And I really think this is such a good stepping stone into horror for kids, young horror fans. You know, it has all the creepiness and all those horror elements without being too horror, if that makes any sense. Some real scary scenes in there. I love all the stuff with the parents come knocking on the door late night and then actually demons and you've been bad and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, really cool. The builder that was kind of died and buried in the walls of the house, breaking out and attacking, like some zombie action, attacking the kids. A lot of real good stuff. And not to mention the special effects, all that forced perspective, stop motion animation effects. I love it. I don't know. I mean, if anyone younger than us could come in the comments and say your thoughts on this old school style of special effects, I think it holds up to like today's standards. I think it's better than CGI, much better than CGI. Yeah, no, I loved it. Just a really, really good, solid film.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. I can only echo your comments. I saw this as a kid, and this is before we started recording. I loved it as a kid, and sometimes when you revisit films as an adult that you loved as a kid, you don't get what the love was. This one, if anything, I love even more as a filmmaker. There are bits where you can't see the seams. I'm like, okay, how the hell? And online, and we did this because we discussed The Gate 2 on a previous show. So
yeah,
put a little clicky card thing up there. So see what we said about that. But the forced perspective stuff, the behind the scenes photos of that just shows how much thought went into it. It is insane how much effort.
So, but the skill to do that kind of effects is just mind-boggling, which a lot of FX departments and productions would even touch nowadays. You know what I mean? But I think it really pays off if you're willing to learn that technique and execute it.
Is
The overall effect is just fantastic.
absolutely do. And yeah, like you, mate. I think one of the reasons I love this film so much as a kid is it feels like a dark fairy tale. And you're
Yes.
selling it, you know,
Yeah.
there's a weird dream logic to the whole thing, you know, like as a kid, you know, a lot of us had a back garden, and yeah, you know, a mysterious hole appearing in your back garden, which is actually a gate of
Yeah.
amazing. You know, it's
Yeah.
and things like you were saying about the builder who died in the walls. I mean, that's the kind of thing a kid would tell another kid to spook them out, and then
Yeah,
it turns out
definitely.
that to be real, you know. So it's like these, I was going to say urban legends, but I guess suburban legends, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of build up around it. And yeah, you know, that you've been bad again is a typical thing of, you know, a nightmare of your parents not being your parents but being a demon. It's
Yeah.
preying on all of these kid time fears, and it's such a simple, straightforward idea, but it's something that does connect with a lot of like Western kids, I'd say at least.
Definitely.
It feels like a 9-year-old watched a horror movie and then explained it to another 9-year-old kid, and then they made that movie. You know, it's that kind of simplistic. You know, it's also wrapped up in that 80s satanic panic stuff. You've got, you know, the records playing backwards, and the, you know, the heavy metal, you know, band and everything, you know,
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
what's going to happen. And that's it's so perfectly 80s kids horror. It sums it
Mm.
up so well, you know. Other things like your best friend turns into a rat boy, like again, nightmare fuel. The levitation, you know, at the party and stuff like that. These are all kind of things that for kids of the 80s,
Definitely
these
of
are
its time, isn't
all
it?
things that, you know, and I
Yeah.
don't know how, because we didn't even really have the internet, but these would be all bits and pieces of stuff that you'd heard, or a friend of a friend, you know,
Mm.
crystals, you know, having magical powers and all these kind of things. Yeah, records playing backwards. Yeah,
Yeah. There was that thing in the 80s, wasn't it, with heavy metal was satanic and parents would be warned against it and stuff like that. Ozzy Osbourne was in the papers all the time. You know what I mean? And
and
yeah, playing records backwards was a big thing as well.
yeah, and there's moments where, yeah, you know, a hand grabs you from under the bed. Again, it feels like the writers or the directors or the producers sat down and made a list of all common, you know, childhood fears, and went, how can
Yeah.
we jam this into a film? And they did it perfectly for me, mate. Honestly, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
they get the parents out of the picture. The elder sister goes missing at some point as well, so it's,
Mm.
you're all alone, you know. And you know, you start with the whole family unit and your best friends. Parents go away, then older sister goes missing, your best friend turns into a rat boy, and then it's up to you alone. And that's perfect childhood stuff. Boom. Okay, Jim. So, what recommendations do you have us if you want to do a nice double bill with The Gate?
Oh, there's so many cool 80s horrors, fun horrors. Uh, of course, go watch The Gate 2 if you like all that stop motion animation and forced perspective stuff. And
Mhm.
also check out Monster Squad. That's a cool little stepping stone into the horror genre.
Mhm.
Good times fun. Goonies meets Hammer Horror. Critters. Another fun one from the 80s. Little small creatures. Yeah,
Nice.
good times.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like how you've got like, yeah, little monsters kind of thing. I
yeah.
similarly, but one that also, yeah, I've said Gate 2 as well, of course. But another one which is very much kind of like a kid's dream logic kind of thing is the original Troll. That was one that as a kid absolutely messed me up as well. So yeah,
Mm,
I think that will make a fine double bill. Yeah, no, some good
cool.
recommendations there, Jim. Okay, guys. So, have you seen The Gate? Also, are there any other films on Plex, the free streaming service, that you think we should also check out? If so, let us know in the comments. And Jim, what else can these lovely people do?
So, guys, don't forget, if you like this video, then please hit the like button. If you've been enjoying the Mad Science Films content and want to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook. Any comments or suggestions, leave those in the comment section down below. Thank you and goodbye.